Good morning, ladies. My name is Chaz, and welcome to the first ever What If Deku was Hinon and was Fear Reaper. Some of you might not know what Fear Reaper is. He's from Bakugan. Here, let's show. This boy right here is Fear Reaper. So yeah. But on a whole nother level. So, let's start things off with, start things off with Zuko being born. Zuko had his mother went through the science thing, and she tried to create a elemental core that allows everyone to use it. It's like a power source, but it was too unstable. What do? They had to shut it down. But things went wrong. Inko went in and tried to shut it down. But when it exploded, 100% of its power went into Inko. So Inko had it in her bloodstream. So that if she ever gave birth to some kid, it would probably be super powerful. Yeah. So, yeah. Here, let's show it. So, yeah. So she made Asashi, and she basically got married to him and had a kid named Zuko Midoriya. Zuko at this time was at 3 years old. It's a time skip, so yeah. He meets Ochako Bakugo from school, so yeah. But Ochako loves Zuko so much, but she had a plan to make him feel jealous. Not Bakugo, but Zuko jealous. So yeah. And then at age of 4, the quirk doctor. Where is he? The quirk doctor says that Zuko, sorry, hey, you do not have a quirk. Of course, the parents stepped out of a room. And, yeah. So the quirk doctor decided to actually tell him a little bit of a truth. about he has a quirk similar to their parents, but it's just or actually called limit. So yeah. So yeah. Basically, when they were now at and after that, when they went to school, Hochako tells Bakugo that they need to prank Zuko. As at first, Bakugo isn't interested in pranking his friend, but then me, but he listens. As he's okay with it. So he decides, or of course, Ochako was dating Zuko, and then when she pretended to like fake dumb Zuko, yeah, as he made, or actually Ochako made him cry, so he's okay, as he doesn't want her anyway, or her or Bakugo ever again. So yeah. So it's been going on for until like 15. Like they were all like 15 years old. And as Bakugo hasn't been talked to, or actually Zuko haven't been talking to Ochako or Bakugo, or during all that time. Him. So yeah. But when got to UA, Momo decided to be a thief, you know, and stole Zuko for herself. Oh, because she cares about him more than little Miss Prankster over there. Yeah, I'm looking at you, Ochako. So then, yeah. And every other girl wants him too. But you know what? He actually got put in Class 1B. Hey. So, yeah. So I'm skipping the USJ and Sports Festival and the camp park, as All for One knew that what he heard from the Quirk Doctor, that Zuko could be the only person that's powerful enough to destroy the. Yeah. As Zuko got captured. And yeah, actually, Zuko, or like through all that time, Momo decided to be like, yeah, that close to him. That got Ochako so jealous that even she really wanted to kill Momo off. Oh, so bad. But then, yeah. Of course, let's get back on track. So, yeah. Ochako, or no. So Zuko gets captured. All the girls were panicking. All the boys were panicking. Because it was him that he. Because, yeah, Zuko, who sometimes have those moments things, he really doesn't talk to anyone. He doesn't even, like, say hi or anything. He creeps most people out. Um, he, yeah. So he doesn't really. He only talks to his mother and his father. That's it. He's because how stressed he is. He doesn't want to share the pain with his classmates. So, yeah. As he looks up, they don't, like, they could never tell as, well, you're gonna die. So, yeah. As Dobby was being like, he needs to be part of a group and all that stuff. Yeah. And so they unlocked his, like, handcuffs and wrist things as he does the same thing what Bakugo does. He breaks he stabs everyone. Not out of anger or fear. His body just moved on its own. As Kirigiri could tell that you're under a lot of stress. You really don't want to share all that stress. As Kirigiri puts a hand on his shoulder, as he says that, I know how you feel. Go ahead, speak. You're just a lonely soul that no one really likes. As, yeah, Zuko wasn't, yeah. As he he has images of, like, his images of Ochako and Bakugo not marrying and had 2 kids. Or 1 child. Then he'll be on the sidelines for a rest. Sorry about that. And yeah. So he doesn't want to talk to anyone. So then All Might shows up, tries to get Zuko out of there, but Zuko and villains got teleported to where All for One was at. And yeah. Then All Might he was about to get killed, known by All for One because of or actually All Might was gonna get killed by All for One because it's just how the battles usually go. And as Bakugo shows up and tries to convince him that joke really hits you in the core, as he apologizes to him that as nothing's getting to him, getting to Zuko. As Bakugo in his head saying, man, that joke or that prank really got to his core. As Zuko still not moving. As a core, the core inside of his body told him that, and everyone loves you, no matter how stressed you are. It's a heavy burden, I understand, but please save All Might. He is your favorite idol. You wanted to become a hero just like how he was. Just do it. As Zuko raises his head, and as everyone could feel the aura of not Zuko's, but the elemental core. As he runs and grabs All for One, and before the beam attack, and throws him around like a little rag doll. Oh, and yeah. threw him into the sun. That's how. And his body, when he actually, before he grabs All for One, his costume thing, or revealed a Fear Reaper of a fire element. Yeah. As he starts slicing All for One, like peeling like a banana. Like peeling the skin off. And slicing the meat. And through all of the All for One's, like meat, skin, bones, and everything into the sun. Only thing that kept him was All for One's helmet. Or actually, he just threw it all. And as he gets back, he still doesn't talk to Bakugo or Ochako. They don't understand. Or he doesn't even understand what quirk of his could do. So he doesn't want to drag Bakugo or Ochako or anyone into his. He was suffering from not knowing what his quirk is. As he teleports away, as Bakugo says, man, he really... He was the first one in Class 1B. Yeah. So he doesn't, like, really hurt people. As he doesn't want to share the pain with anyone. So he tries, and when he says, or his first 3 words, or probably the words that he says, removes the limit. As when he disabled his quirk, his body starts to react, as it was painful process, as a core, or as it was like a birth of the universe came out of his, like, mouth. As the entire galaxy was even born. As it was, and he became known as Galaxy Reaper. It's basically like Fear Reaper, but on a whole nother level. As the universe created a bunch of monsters that look like his friends, family, and the entire world. As the Bakugo, oh, it was during the same night as when Zuko was basically defeated all for one. As a quirk doctor was there. Er, er. As he walks up slowly to Zuko's body, as he tells him that it's painful. Oh, isn't it? I understand. You who didn't want to share your emotions, your feelings with anyone else. Oh, you understand that. You didn't want your... You don't want Bakugo or Ochako to. Oh. And don't worry, my son. Your... Just please hold in. As things went silent, as monsters were terrorizing the entire town, everyone was running. Heroes were doing their thing, like overworking. And yeah. As Ochako saw her monster form, what she would look like if she was a monster. Yeah, everyone didn't didn't realize that Zuko had this much power. As Bakugo told his mother that he will go check on Zuko because these monsters are appearing out of nowhere, like left and right. As Inko tells Bakugo that he never spoke where he was at. As that terrifies Bakugo. Oh. Like, literally, like Bakugo was, yeah. Didn't, of course, I know that the rest of you are probably wondering what happened. Well, let me tell you. Bakugo, or actually Ochako told Bakugo the plan was to, for her to fake dump Zuko and end up pretending to date him to make Zuko feel jealous, but they did not realize that Zuko had the elemental core. So when Inko told Bakugo what Zuko had, that she just realized, Bakugo is like, couldn't believe it. As he tries to look around, as he found where the source is, as he looks close and sees it was Zuko. Oku. As flies down, as he says, Zuko, I know that you're in there. Lean in. I know that you're her powerful. Or of course, actually so the news company looks like does their thing with a helicopter. And when Momo saw what Zuko's capable of, she could not believe that all of them could not believe how powerful Zuko really is. Yeah. The Zuko whose power was on a whole nother level. So yeah, everyone is trying to get through to him. Nothing worked. But Bakugo will never gives up on his friends. As he says that, I know that this must be painful for you to accept who you could trust. As a monster-sized Bakugo says as to Bakugo that you and Ochako are probably gonna date each other and have one kid. And isn't that right, Master Zuko? As Bakugo didn't understand at first, but when he did, he told Zuko that it was ones to prank him. Because that's how friends are for, to prank others. But we didn't realize that you are the most powerfulest person. Just please, Zuko. Who? Matt. As he went silent but then when he spoke, he says, a prank? Ink? You say. As Zuko says, way that she says the way that she dumped me hurts me even more and more. As Bakugo says that, and I know that she, or I know that you think that he like left you for a better man, but in reality, she never stopped thinking about you. How beautiful you are and all that stuff. And being our friend, and it's painful. As he says, you're a liar. Shame in her tone of voice, she was serious. Yes. Serious. As she doesn't, or he doesn't even understand. It was, yeah. Zuko doesn't, or actually Bakugo doesn't even understand. As the pro hero shows up before, and Mr. Aizawa tries to, yeah. As Bakugo says this, as that he, you're pretty powerful. Powerful, Zuko. As the core of inside of his chest showed Bakugo the images of him and Ochako. Ochako, and like how close they are. Her. And Zuko says that what she chose you over me because I know that I don't want to speak to you or her there again. That's why you don't see my emotions. As Bakugo pushed that aside, as he says, you're our friend. We don't want to see you in this pain. Please, Zuko, you're our best friend. Just stop this. And not her hope. As things went silent again, as Bakugo runs up to Zuko, as yeah, everyone or all class 1A and B showed up before, and they tried to save their friend from, as he says to them, as the, yeah, and as they all try to get it to his head, as they now know that he doesn't want to share this pain with them. He doesn't want them to experience what he's going through right now. As everyone, like all the pro heroes, the villains, and the citizens are trying to bring Zuko back from Sea of Despair. As even the court doctor came back around, as he says that the only way for Zuko to pull out of this and was to basically beat him at the competition, rips the core out of his body. As Ochako was like, heck no, he's our friend. And as Zuko hears Ochako's voice as a monster version of Ochako, Oko pops out of nowhere and starts attacking Ochako. Yeah. As they think that he should, as Zuko, or as Eraserhead had no deep connection, as he runs up and stabs Zuko right in the chest to end his pain and suffering. As the Zuko is finally at peace. Yeah. Yeah. Or actually, yeah, Bakugo is like saying that he should have done that, and now, and all that stuff. As the monsters faded away, like out of. As Bakugo looks at his friend's dead body, and he starts crying or tearing up, as he couldn't believe that he wasn't there to save him. As his last words of Zuko's says, "Have a good life, Bakugo," as he dies. As Zuko dies. Sorry about that. I had a mental breakdown. So it's pretty painful for me because one, it's just that painful for me to make it. As Bakugo picked up his body and tried to shake him, just but his friend was dead. So then, yeah. But they didn't know that Zuko wasn't dead, actually. The He sheds his old skin, so the old skin was the same, had all the negative out of his body. So Bakugo was crying. So did Class 1A and 1B. So then I'm skipping the ball throw or dodgeball, and of course at overhaul thing, Zuko was no longer Zuko, or he goes by name of Fear Reaper, there, of darkness. Yeah, just imagine him having like a dark attribute. Yeah. So then, yeah, Zuko, was still alive, as he still has his limit quirk, and yeah, Zuko ended up dying. Not really. So then, Overhaul recruited him to be his, how do you say that? Left hand or and man, not right hand man. So yeah, and negative part, as Bakugo was so ready to, because how much pain he was in, seeing his own friend died. It it was like terrifying. It terrified him from and all the students. So they all had that same look. Uh, so then all that. So then yeah. So then as but at the dodgeball thing, she says, "Man, your team really is down." Not like, well, they lost their best friend and Zuko Midoriya. Really? Yeah. He's the most powerfulest person in the world. He doesn't even hold or he doesn't talk to them about his pain. Man, ouch, that's gonna hurt. Yeah. So then, after all that stuff, the Zuko, but now they are all linked, ready to go in for overhaul. And yeah, Ochako couldn't stop thinking about Zuko, like her positivity. Wants Zuko to be hers again. But in order to do that, she needed to focus on her work thing. But then, of course, overhaul takes Ares and all that stuff as the Fear Reaper. That's his name. Please wait for part 2.